guys, this is Lisa with another video, and just wanted to say, hey, like, subscribe, share this video. So this morning I'm going to talk about how to move on from a breakup. And if you're not ready to move on from a breakup, then this video is not for you. But I want to speak to the person who know that it's over, who know that it's over. If you in between and we may get back together, I'm just gonna give him time. We're on a break and we're gonna get back together. Then this is not for you. I just want to give you 3 ways of how to move on from a breakup. And if that's something that you know where you're at this point where you're saying, I'm done, I've had enough, it's time to move forward, because you have seen, you've seen this person, they've shown you who they are, and you're now ready to say goodbye. So this video is for you. So the first step would be to grieve it. That's what I had to do. I had to grieve the loss. And no, it wasn't a physical death, but it was a death to, I was grieving the death of my hope for that relationship. I was grieving what I thought we were going to be. You know, I thought we were going to be married, have kids, and have this, life, this wonderful life. And I had to grieve that. So your first step is you want to grieve it. You want to allow yourself to grieve it. Now, be careful with this step. You don't want to grieve it too long. You don't want to grieve it too long. Now, you don't want to, and I know they're saying, oh, everybody have their own, own grieving period. You have to be careful with grieving, because if you grieve it too long, that will become your life. You will stay longer than you should. So grieve it, go through it, feel it, but you cannot, you can build a tent there temporarily. A tent is temporarily, but you cannot build a house there. If you build a house there, you're going to stay there longer than you should. So the first step is grieve it. What you thought or what you've hoped for this relationship to be is not going to be. It's not going to be. This person who you thought was the man of your dream, he's not that dude. He's not. His actions has shown you that he's not that dude. So you have to grieve that. And you have to, I would say the second step is you got to accept it. You got to accept it. Now, there are many more steps, but this is what worked for me. Okay, I grieved it, and then I accept it. I accept the fact that we are no longer a couple. We are no longer, I had to get out of denial. We are no longer a couple. We are no longer a couple. And in reality, we were never a couple, because this dude was in a whole nother relationship. And that's a whole nother video that we'll talk about. But he was in a whole nother relationship with a whole nother woman. So we were really never we were never what I thought we were. He painted a picture of me, that he was my knight in shining armor, which we're going to talk about that in another video too. And then he came in and swooped me in, and I had to accept the fact that all that was a lie. Like all of it. all of it. Like, this was a performance. He was acting. All of it was performing. And that's a whole nother video too. Okay, so you have to accept it. You have to grieve it. You have to accept the fact that it's gone. It's gone. It's gone. And then after you grieve it, after you accept it, now you got to move forward. You got to start taking actions of moving forward. Start writing your vision of your life. Not, you had a vision of us or we. It was no longer me, it was we. So now you got to start writing a vision for me. So spend some time alone with you and God and ask God, okay, what was my vision before I got into this relationship? What was my plan? What did I have planned for my life before I met this dude? And that's why it's so good to keep a journal. If you have a journal, you can revisit those things, or if you don't, you can start one. Start writing a journal for what you want where do you want to stay? Where do you want to travel to? How much money you want to make? How much weight you want to lose? Do you want to start your own business, or how do you want to do your hair? What do you want to learn? Do you want to learn a new language, or what do you want to do? Start moving forward. Start planning and developing and move forward with your life. Because if you don't, if you don't start planning, you're going to continue to grieve. And I'm sorry, in the middle of my video, there's a loud truck start to crank up. So it's 3 steps. 3 steps. You want to grieve, you want to accept, and you want to move forward. Start planning your life. So I hope this was helpful, and I will see you guys on the next video. Bye-bye. Love you guys.